Yeah, been a interesting week so far. This morning I've managed to get some DAX shorts, so German stock market index. But let's go to American markets, and they are taking out previous day's lows as we speak at the minute. So as we can see, things are making their way up to start the week. We literally rallied from 700 all the way to 750, kind of created a shelf, and now coming all the way back down. So it's going to be interesting. I think the next pullback could maybe be down to 620, 600 on the ES, and the NQs clearing those 600 levels at the moment. We're also taking our previous day's lows already on that as well. Stocks pre-market are currently trading lower as well. So we can see Tesla pre-market down over percent, as well as Google in the video almost as well, down almost over 1%. The only one that is green pre-market is actually Apple. So going to be interesting to see what we do get rest of the trading day. I'll speak about my trades yesterday, and let's just go into we'll go into some reports. But the first report we can actually speak about. Let's go to NQ, and let's go to that previous day's range report over here. Not previous week's range, previous day's range. There you go. Is it up here? What we can see from this was yesterday and before bearish and choppy just because of Jewish holidays. No idea. No, just reading price action for what it is. Probably because we had a massive run up on Monday. We have a massive run up on Monday. Look at this. Massive run up on Monday. We chop around and we end up moving lower on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's just, yeah, we did have a big ceiling on Monday. But today's been pretty big price action right now. I mean, from high to low at the moment, we're down 0.6% overnight, and pre-market trading has been pretty big. We've got a pre-market range on NQ of over 150 points. But let's just go to that previous day's range report. As I said, let's go to the daily time frame, so 6 p.m. Got to make sure on the left-hand side that your stuff is correct, the times are right. But let's look over here. So in the last 6 months, let's go to the last 3 months. I like to look at more recent time zones. Okay, in the last 3 months, when we've taken our previous day's highs, 71% of the time, bullish closing day, vice versa, 67% of the time for bearish closing day. So, yeah, we really are trading as an outside day, which is good for trend traders. Outside days normally mean that we could see bigger market moves. Probably also something on NQ on Tuesday is look how we actually stay within those previous days' highs and lows coming into Tuesday. We traded as a completely inside trading day. In inside days where we trade inside, price does not break that previous day's highs and lows. Okay, so some of my trades yesterday, I actually ended up shorting YM, which because I did see ES and NQ start to tank off, and I took the opening range low short over here down to that level there. So from about 660 down to 600, call it, just nice little 60-point move on it. And I've been cooking on these accounts at the moment. If you look at my dashboard, this is just my futures trading accounts. I've got some CFD accounts as well, but I've been cooking on them to start this week. I've started to copy trade quite a few of my accounts together. So I've got 9 accounts here, so that's why the trades look a little bit different. But yeah, that's what I've got at the moment. If I get a pound on all of these accounts, it would be about 30 grand. So I know a lot of you guys like trading prop firms. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so yeah, in terms of market overnight session, as I said, coming lower. Okay, and I'm just going to wait for the opening range to set. So let's go to NQ. I did want to speak about them yesterday, and I know I spoke about using the opening range and VWAP here yesterday. Let's just turn that off, the Londons. So this is the opening range from yesterday, and I did make a point of this on my live stream. Right, I trade live in my trading room every single day, and what I was saying to the traders was, you got to stay focused on using the opening range break and VWAP. We break the downside, and now look how we stay underneath this New York session VWAP, right? So you want to stay in trend, keep it as simple as possible. I know some of the traders in my room were looking for a move off opening range low back towards the high. But price action is continuing to stay bearish, and we want to stay in line with opening range break and the VWAP. And that's what we do get here, right? So keep your trading simple. That's why I like using VWAP and the opening range, especially the Edgeful algos. It's pretty simple as well. The algos take the break trade, and that's kind of what they're doing. But just from a manual trading perspective as well, stay in line with VWAP, stay in line with the opening range break, and you'll give yourself a much better chance at succeeding. Personally, that's my trading and what I'm doing. Talking from my own experience, so obviously a lot of traders might look at things differently. That's okay. There's a million ways to make money in these markets. But I think it's been tough. The last couple of trading days have been, a little bit more choppy at the open, and I think the plays have come later on in the session. So just a little bit of a tip of the day: be patient, keep it small until you start to see the trend start to develop. Take your wins and have your max daily loss set in place. As I said, I'll be live in the Edgeful Discord the rest of the day. And then if you head to the link in my bio, I am also live in my trading room as well. Okay, which you can come check over here if you're watching this on Twitter. Everything you need to know about me is all here. Perfect, guys. We'll see you on the rest of the day. Have a good trading session.